Good morning, good morning. Yes, it's your partner, Frankie P, with your workout and your motivation. We're gonna get it on, we're gonna get it in this morning. Hey, it's a holiday, get out the bed, it's a holiday. You know you shouldn't be laying down in that bed any daggone way, it's a holiday. But you know what we're gonna do, how we do it this morning, what we're gonna cover. We're gonna talk about a little bit of culture. What type of culture are you inviting? What type of culture are you accepting in your life right now? So we're going to talk about culture. And we're a little bit around, doing a little bit of everything today. So we're going to show you, we're going to motivate you, show you a couple of different exercises to get you, that you can implement in your day. But you know what we do first of all, let me on each broadcast, let me introduce you to our, let me introduce you to the cast member. Hey, Sophie, how you doing this morning? Hey, let me introduce you to the cast member first and foremost. All right, good morning to you. We're talking about the culture this morning. Yes, we do change the culture. We got a new cast member this morning. What's your name, brother?
Green.
Yeah, we got Mr. Green. We're changing the culture. Yes, Mr. Green this morning. Yes, come over here. Well, let's introduce you to all the cast members. Hello, Emily. How you doing this morning, Emily? Hey, this is Mr. C. Hey, good morning, Mr. C.
Good morning. How you doing?
Cast member, Mr. C. Yes. Miss D, Miss Donna. Good morning, that's from Miss D. Yes, Miss Donna, the cast member this morning.
Doris, he talking to you.
Yeah. She really changed the culture this morning. Mr. Mick, yes, Mick.
You know,
yeah.
I'm waiting for my next contender. Mayweather ain't got nothing for
me. This is a real good exercise. Yeah, instead of just doing regular sit-ups, just pull yourself up. So you sit up and then you pull yourself up. Yeah. Get a good workout in.
In order to transfer something, you got to be able to honor it.
Boom. We're going to motivate you. We're going to get the body moving.
Then
we're going to feed your mind. Yeah. We're going to feed your mind after we get you motivated. Show you some exercises. This works your abs. Good exercise for your abs. Boom. Yeah. Great exercise for your abs. Hey, Cole. How you doing this morning?
Wait for my next bout.
Yeah, he said he waiting for Mayweather. He said he waiting for Mayweather. But that's what it is. Getting your body moving, getting your body accustomed. And that's what I was talking about this morning. When I said getting adjusted, I was, and today is Martin Luther King holiday. This morning. Hey, good morning, Mike. How you doing this morning? And I wanted to talk about the culture that's created. What type of culture are you creating and accepting in your life? What type of culture do you accept? Those are the two keys that I want to talk about. You know, and if you didn't know, Martin Luther King, he said, "I have a dream," and his dream was for all men to have the opportunity. You have an opportunity. I have an opportunity. Now, when I talk about culture, what am I saying? Let me paint the picture for you real quick. When I was a little tyke, I went to an elementary school named Plummer Elementary. Now, while I was at Plummer Elementary, here was the culture that I was involved in. I would go to school, I'd come home, I'd put my homework down, and I'd go outside and I would play. That was the culture that I was involved in. That wasn't a good culture. So what had to happen? My mother saw something. She says, this is not the culture that my son, I'm in the 3rd grade, that my son is going to have for the rest of his life. So what did she do? She picked me up. She told me I had choices. And here's what I'm saying to you too. You have choices. You have a culture that you engulfed in right now. But you have a choice. You have a choice to either stay in that same culture, or you have a choice to come out that culture and create a different environment. So what did my mother do? She took me over to Ann Beers Elementary, right over there off Alabama Avenue. She took me to Ann Beers Elementary. And watch this. When I went to Ann Beers, there were 2 friends that I had, 2 boys that were in my class. Now, mind you, when I told you, when I was at Plumber, what would I do? I'd play in school all day. I'd come home, do no homework. I'd put my little book bag down, and I'd go outside, and I'd play for the rest of the day. Hey, Valerie, good morning to you. So now, when I went to A&B's, what was the culture? The culture was you get your work done. There were two kids in my class that I really, really wanted to get out and play with, which was Dale Marchesley and Daryl Rose. Them boys, thank you, fellas. They put in my mind that Frankie Pete, what has to happen? First of all, you got to get your work done. Then you can come out and you can play. When I went to A&B's, Frankie P, you know, your partner Frankie P, I couldn't even write cursive. I didn't even know how to write cursive. I could only print. The other classmates were so far ahead of me. Have you ever been in an environment like that? Well, when you step out of the environment that you're comfortable in, you go into a different environment and you don't even know what in the world is happening. Well, that was the environment that your partner Frankie P, that was the environment that Frankie P was in at that particular time. So what had to happen? Frankie P, I had to accept the culture, and I talked about this before. You heard me say it. When you come into a different environment, one or two things are going to happen. Either the culture is going to adapt to you, or you're going to adjust and adapt to the culture. What's going to happen? So Frankie P, your boy Frankie P, your partner, I had to adapt to the culture. The culture was get your work done and then you can go outside and play. So that's what I'm telling you in your life right now. Adapt to the culture around you. Don't accept the culture that you're in. Create a different environment, can create a different culture, and you're gonna see, hey, good morning, Miss Choir, how you doing this morning? And you're gonna see when you're doing that, you're gonna see how you do your environment, your culture, your life is gonna just boom, just skyrocket. You know, your partner, what was I doing? Not working out. Now, the culture that I have to create, I have to go to the gym. Gotta work out. I was tired all the time. You know, didn't want to play with the kids. So now, what's the culture you have to create? The culture you have to create is get fit, come out, take my dragon juice, get my hey Teja, how you doing this morning? Get my energy levels up. So like my kids, go back in so I can play with them, okay? And make a happy household, keep a happy household. And number two, because you're always working, you know your partner. So the money aspect, just working every day, that culture just coming up, getting up, going to work, trying to make some money, that culture doesn't work. So what does your partner have to do? Network marketing. You know, so I had to adjust and adapt to the culture, to the environment that was around me, and create a different culture. Hey, Lenore, how you doing this morning? Good morning to you. So I had to adapt. I had to get fit. Network marketing, different aspect, and you see your life changing. So like I said, I just wanted to get in real quick. You know, your boy just wanted to get in real quick. Let me show you some more good exercises. Come back over here. See Mr. Green. Mr. Green out there getting some good, that's a good stretch for your, he's working his back, he's working his shoulders. He's creating a culture, creating an environment in his life. And that's exactly how you do it. You get up in the morning, you create the environment around you, or your environment is going to engulf you, and you're going to live in that environment. Said it before. Which word do you prefer? The one that's given to you, or the one you're gonna create? Ha, Mr. Green, I see you creating your environment.
That what it is?
Create your environment. That's what he's doing. Creating the environment. That's how you do it. You create the environment, or you will continue to live in the life that someone else has for you. This is your partner, Frankie P. Remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. So let's get up. Let's get moving. Yeah, we got Mr. Mick back there. We're gonna get some more exercises in. Get up, get on, get around. What environment do you want to create? What's the culture that you want to cultivate? Dr. King, if you didn't know, he died so you can have the opportunity to create the environment instead of have the environment be accepted that you live in. You can get up, create the environment. He got up, he fought for your right to do whatever it is that you want to do, to have the freedoms, to have the rights that you want to have when you want to have them. So this is your boy Frankie P, your partner. Remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Go over to FrankiePSample.com. Make sure you connect with us. If you found any value in this, go ahead. Follow us. Hey Stephen, good morning to you, Stephen. Make sure you follow us. If you found any value, go ahead and share this with somebody who might need to hear it, who's living in somebody else's culture. Thank you for the hearts, love the hearts. If they're living in somebody else's culture and they need to create their own culture, go ahead and share this broadcast, share this scope with them, so they can begin to create the environment for themselves, the culture that they need to live in. And we're gonna grow this. We're gonna have some fun. Share it. Follow us. Expert Showcase. Go ahead over to Frankie P Sample. Thank you, baby. Go over to FrankiePSample.com. Make sure you continue to connect with us. See some of the scopes that we don't broadcast to the public. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to get this mind right. We're going to create the culture. And we're going to start talking about some money, too. All right? I'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.